Working on my 87 Ford E250 van. Woke up this morning trying to turn it on. Battery was completely toasted. Brought it to O'Reilly's and got it tested out. Charged very quickly and came back with a good test. So it wasn't the battery. So once I got my battery back to the van, hooked it back up, went to back over to O'Reilly's to have them test the alternator and the starter. The starter was good, and it was came back with a bad alternator. The iodes failed. So purchased me a new alternator. First thing you're going to do is disconnect your battery, and then you're going to remove your air intake. After you remove your air intake, you're going to on your tensioner pulley, release the tension on that and remove your belt, and that'll be the first few steps. So now got my air tank removed, release that tensioner so the belt is off the alternator. Next thing you're going to do is there's two bolts, one right here and one down there. You're going to break those loose. The alternator should come off after that. Disconnect any wiring. And move on to the next part. So here's the old alternator. Definitely seen better days. Now, I was taking this apart. This is a 65 amp. I figure I'd spend $5 more and buy the 75 amp, but it's different with the wiring. So see, you got this on there along with one plug-in, but I got two plug-ins on this, so this guy will not work. And luckily me, I'm right here at O'Reilly's, so I'm gonna walk in there, get the proper one, bring this in so I can get my cord charge back, and yeah. Alright, never mind on that. I guess all these new alternators have these wirings. So what I'll be doing is, what is it? This one. I have to clip this off and wire these and this. Something I was hoping not to be able to do. Gotta do it. Diagram with you. Alright. So this is what I had to cut. Let me turn my light off. Actually, here, readjust it. So I had to clip off, and I rewire it. The wires that were connected to this to these. Tell you what, that was a pain in the butt, but they're rewired. That's connected. Now to bolt down the alternator, and cross fingers that it works. There you have it, folks. Brand new alternator. Well, I am a happy camper. So after rewiring those, I didn't have to use these. What I did was I pinched the ones that are already on the alternator, slipped the wires in, and then I was able to with my the tensioner pulley and pressing down, I was able to get them pretty tight. So new alternator is in. Now I'll go back and put the air tank in, and she'll be running just good, hopefully. Pretty sure it will be. Tell you what, pretty easy job, and I really hope this video helps anybody out. So, like I said, it's just those those two bolts you got to undo, and slips right off. These new alternators, I guess you got to be rewiring. It's not that difficult. It's pretty simple stuff. And yeah, another thing, nice and shiny. Stoked. Feel good. And yeah, time to get back on the road. Hope you all enjoy. Thank you. So an update for you all on this. After I left O'Reilly's, I went over here to Super One, go get some dinner. And after I chowed that down, tried to turn the van back on, and it was like completely dead. So I right away would figure check out the wiring situation. And so those 3 wires that are connected to the alternator, it comes with those connectors that you're supposed to then pinch together with the other wires. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but those things are not the greatest. You have to have some kind of like special tool to like really crunch them down, because they're just a hair bit loose still, the wires that I put into those. So what I am doing was clipping the connectors that were already on those, the pre-connectors that are on the wires in the alternator, cut those off. Only the 2 black ones though. The white one was pretty solid. You know, it was good. It was small, so I was able to crimp them down pretty good. But the black ones, I was having a hard time. So I clipped those and used the butt connectors, the couplers that I bought, assorted package at O'Reilly's when I was over there earlier. Should have done that in the original beginning, but I figured, you know, they're already connected to the alternator, might as well use these ones. But no, so yeah, I had to use the ones that I bought from a package in O'Reilly's. Connected those to the black wires and really crimped them down pretty good, and now they weren't budging, and now the van's back up and running. So I'm letting it sit here for a few minutes to run, let it kind of charge and do its thing, and yeah, new alternator.